want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Balder. The second son of Odin, he was beautiful, good, and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
Okay, Balder. Gab's da nicht noch Baldur? Der nur mit dem grünen Zeug? Kretze oder so? Wer baut sowas? Bin dabei.
Focus. Focus. Focus on. Where are we? What is this? It's the same. It's another world. It's lighter. It's nicer. I like it here. Can we stay? Let's stay here. I like the way it's safe here. The bridge. It's not broken. It's fixed. What? The bridge is fixed. Let's cross it.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Balder. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Balder dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Balder's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness. Swear an oath not to harm her son. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Balder's mother boasts. Only Loki, father of Hela, the mistress of death, is not amused.
Ja, sagte ich doch. Baldur. Klar.
Dillion is in there. Don't forget. You can feel it. It's the secret. You need the runes to fight Dillion. You need Dillion.
I see.
He's waiting for you. He always said he would wait. He's close. He cares about you. He's close. He loves you. His love calling you. Dillion. Dillion, we're here. Dillion. We're nearly here.
Moment. Wahrscheinlich jetzt darüber die Maske aktivieren und dann finden wir die Rune. Ich hab so Bock, God of War jetzt zu spielen. Okay, jetzt die große Frage, ey. In der schönen Welt oder in der realen Welt?
Go through the gate. Go through it. It's dangerous. Follow it. What's behind the gate? Where will it take you? It's not safe. Dillian, there he is. There he is. What are you waiting for? Quick, find a way. Find him. Go through. Where is he? Where's he gone? We're in the wrong world. He's not here. She's in the house, Dillian. He's in this world. He's in the other one. He's in the other one. He's in the dark world. The dark.
Ich weiß.
The world once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillian taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of colour stretching away from the gloom. And Senua explored new paths into the unknown.
Why isn't he here? He's gone. He's in the dark world. He's gone to the dark world. You're in the wrong world. Do you remember what love feels like? Other world. The dark world. Without you. You have killed the things we love most. You killed the things that are most precious to you.
Ich wäre auch gerne in der schönen Welt. Moment. Ohne.
He led you astray. You should have listened to
The gods feast and rejoice and amuse themselves by throwing spears and stones at Balder, striking at him with sword and axe. But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel. But Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Balder's mother, "Is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe?" "I did not ask the mistletoe," Balder's mother confesses. "I thought it was too young." Oh dear.
Genau, Ditte. Ich kratze Kräbe, Mistelzweig.
She should have listened to her father.
Why didn't she listen to her father? She thought she
Weil er ein Arsch war. Oh boy, ich weiß. Warum haust du ab?
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, "I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon." Loki replies, "Here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands." And Huth throws the mistletoe at Balder. It pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Balder is killed. And for this, Huth is slain.
Ja, Loki kann schon Arsch sein.
Everything gets broken in the end. You've killed him with your love because he believed in you.
Gott, wieder 3. Weil
Years had passed since she left her father. She trained hard alongside her friend, Dillian. She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior. Friendship turned to love. But the shadow of darkness never let her go, and she was caught between two worlds.
Weil.
That of Zinbel and her past, and Dillian, the future.
What does she think she's doing?
Two realities tearing at her soul.
Special. She thinks she can rule. They mean nothing. Being special. Time could all be a waste of her time. The gods playing.
What if the gods are laughing at her?
Messing with her.
It wouldn't be this.
Be the first time. What does it feel like to be in love?
Ach nee, das ist andersrum.
Does it feel warm? Do you feel safe?
Dillian loves you.
Okay. Hier ist ja alles putt. Wo ist denn das Ding? Auf einmal hin.
Dillian doesn't know who killed him, but we do.
Okay. Irgendwie
Didn't believe that she was
das
innocent.
Licht.
He saved you when everyone else turned their backs.
Irgendwie muss ich darüber. Aber wie? Warte mal. Da ist ja auch alles kaputt.
Do you remember what love feels like?
Oh, guck mal. Oh, na. Story.
You owe him. His love keeps you
The Northmen tell how the gods mourned Balder. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea and sent for a giantess to do it. She comes riding a wolf and has vipers for her reins. She pushes Balder's ship into the sea with such force that the ground shakes and the rollers burst into flames. When Balder's wife sees his body carried onto the ship, her heart bursts with grief, and she dies. She's put next to her husband, and the pyre is lit, sending the dead to hell.
darkness.
Wollt ihr mich jetzt verarschen? Come on, ey. Ich weiß doch, wo das Kacksymbol ist, ey. Ich komm da noch nicht rüber. Ja, zack, schön, so. Jetzt ist es wieder ganz. Wir hätten ja mal ausprobieren können, ob wir das Tor so öffnen können. Ne? Hey, Senua, ich will ja nichts sagen, aber Arme und Beine ergeben eine kreisende Scheibe. Beine berühren nur zur Richtungsänderung den Boden. Es war mir so klar. Geht das? Oh, jetzt mit dem Bogen einfach zack, boom. Wie soll das gehen? Weiß, irgendwie geht's. Ich komme auch gleich auf die Idee.
He's the reason she keeps fighting.
Okay. Come on, ey. Können wir nicht einfach hier runter segeln? Ich meine, Beine brechen, okay. Wir sind eh irgendwo.
He's the reason she's alive at all.
So für ein Symbol. Das andere haben wir noch nicht mal gefunden.
You have blood on your You are guilty. Was it worth it?
Oh. Okay, so hoch können wir gar nicht gucken.
Do you know? Was it worth it? You're still alive. You have no time for this. Speed up. It's all part of it. Trials to distract you. They've set you up, and now they're going to watch you fall. What if these trials mean nothing?
Ah, können wir irgendwie jetzt das Tor offen lassen? Ah, nee, guck mal hier. Zack. Zack.
Do you remember what it was to touch him?
Und zack.
What if this is pointless?
Und erstmal das da.
What are you doing? Why did you
Overcome with grief, the gods send Hermod to ride to Hell and ask Hela to let Balder return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are they? Asks Hela. We shall see if he is truly missed. If everything in the world will weep for him, he shall go back to the gods. But if even one thing refuses, Balder stays with me. The gods send messengers everywhere. Weep for Balder, weep him out of hell. And everything wept. Men, beasts, earth, stone, trees, metal, everything. Except for a giantess they found in a cave. Balder was never my friend, she says. Let Hel keep what she has. The Northmen say that the giantess must have been Loki in disguise.
Ja, würde ich auch sagen.
You broke it, you killed me. We couldn't see the darkness within you.
Und das war doch wieder viel zu einfach, ey. Gleich kommt wieder irgendein Kack. Wo wir wieder 500 Mal sterben. Okay. Nö. Jetzt auch noch balancieren. Oh.
You're cursed.
Bleib doch einfach stehen, du Arsch! Shit.
Dillion never much cared for the underworld
You're going to fall.
and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Sinbad.
You can do it.
I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see. And he happened to be blind.
Nein, nicht schneller.
She felt safe in Dillion's
Bloß nur
arms,
Zeit.
learned to see the world through his eyes.
Wop, 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 wop.
Darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel.
Be quick. Be quick.
Nein.
Breathe.
Oh, Stimme, halt die Fresse.
Be very, very careful.
You've come this far, don't make it slip away.
It's a narrow.
Der verzieht sich doch eh jetzt.
And there's a long way to fall.
It's your fault. He's disappeared. You've lost him to the sea. He's gone. You've lost him to the... He's gone to the water. He's drowned.
Hey.
Senua, your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. Should we fix them by taking away their sight? Would you give up the beautiful world that you, and only you, can see just to be rid of your nightmares? Or is this the price you paid for the gift you have? A gift that makes you so special in my eyes. Just another part of the person I love.
I left for the wilds to protect you from my darkness. Because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.
Killing you would be too easy. They're taking your memories to torture you. They're taking you from the inside.
Ihr habt sonst keine Hobbys, kann das sein?
One memory at a time.
Oh, dürfen wir jetzt oder müssen wir noch eine?
You remember, it disappears.
Nee, da war ja noch eine.
They're not yours anymore. They're gonna take everything you have. The memories of ghosts.
Komm, die machen wir auch jetzt schnell.
Up to the gods, not to you. They're eating you from the inside. They want to kill your soul. They want to crush it. They think they want your body. They want your soul. They want your mind, and they're going to take it. The memories were yours,
The
but
Northmen say that their Allfather, Odin, gave his eye in exchange for a drink from Mimir's well, the well of wisdom. In blindness there can be wisdom. Only by giving can you receive in return. For this reason, I give my life and pass on my stories of the Northmen to you, Senua.
Where am I? I can't see.
Was?
Can you hear me?
Ja?
I'm right here. Can't you see me?
Help me.
Breathe slow.
It's the darkness.
Stay still. Empty your thoughts. Tell me what you feel.
The breeze.
Good. Then there is a way out.
I can't tell where it comes from.
Yes, you can.
Also ich spüre einen Controller vibrieren. Aber richtig. Oh.
The others. The voices. They've gone.
I'm still here.
It's so quiet. So dark.
It's okay. Listen to your own breath. Feel it rise and fall. Good. Be aware of everything you hear and feel. Let your senses guide you.
Ich lasse mich vom Vibrieren des Controllers leiten.
I can't go on. Lillian?
Find a way. I'm not leaving you here.
Okay, jetzt gibt's kurze Stöße vom Controller. Jetzt wieder längere. Ist auf jeden Fall saugeil gemacht gerade.
I think I'm somewhere else now. But the breeze has gone.
Use all of your senses. Let the world speak to you. What do you hear?
I hear water.
Go to it.
Okay. Jetzt geht's aufs Gehör.
I've reached the water.
Good. That's your way out. Follow it upstream.
I'm so sorry. I thought I left this all behind.
Don't be sorry. It's not your fault.
He was right. It's inside of me. It won't let me go.
Senua. My father. He taught me that the hardest battles are fought in the mind, not the sword. You're no coward. Prove that to you in the warrior tribe. This is just another battle. You can beat it.
This isn't your battle. You don't have to help me.
I want to. Besides, you are going to be a great warrior one day. We need people like you.
I'll do my best.
I know what you're thinking. He's not really here. It seems there's no escaping the past in this place. And so she's forced to relive it. To what end?
There's a waterfall. I can't go on this way.
Then look for another way and tell me what you find.
There is a house. I don't know what's inside.
Don't be afraid.
There's something in here.
Do you see it?
No.
Then it cannot see you. Quietly move past it, one step at a time.
Okay.
It's not following me.
Leave it behind and keep moving forward.
Ja. Ja. Aber bitte. Zack, zack. Oh, fick dich doch.
There's more of them. I think they're moving.
You're breathing too fast.
I'm scared.
Listen to the sound of your breath. In and out. In and out.
Tja, Theory, ich hasse euch dafür.
will pass. You can do this, Senua.
Doch. Komm, mitten durch. Ich fange jetzt nicht das Rennen an, nein.
I think I'm in a house. It stinks. Of death.
The darkness is testing you, but you are in control.
Oh, fuck. Und das noch für ein Kackschwert. Oh.
A well. There's a well.
Don't turn back. You're getting close.
Oh. Ich hasse die Viecher. Ich kann euch zwar nicht richtig sehen, aber ich hasse euch. Ihr seht scheiße aus. Komm du doch zu mir! Oh, bleib. Oh, war klar. Fickt euch, halt die Schnauze, lasst mich durch, lasst mich durch, lasst mich durch. Ich bin durch, lasst mich, Arzt. Lass mich. Ey, die Leute bei Ninja Theory, die haben echt einen an der Waffel. Alter, willst du mich verarschen? Wie weit denn noch?
Is that you? I can see a light.
Yes, I can see you too.
Du weißt schon, dass das nur in deinem Kopf ist. Er steht nicht wirklich da. Es passiert alles nur in deinem Kopf. Wahrscheinlich sind auch die ganzen Viecher, Monster, die wir getötet haben, gar nicht echt. Das ist meine Theorie. Nein, ich fange jetzt nicht an zu laufen. Wer weiß, was dann passiert. Ja, schein mir noch in die Fresse mit deinem Abwehrlicht.
She could spend hours, days even, trapped within herself, in the dark.
You see me?
Yes.
Your eyes were open, but you were gone.
And when it finally let her go, she could be anywhere, with no memory of how she got there.
When it comes for me, I have no power over it.
But here, for the first time, someone was there to help.
But I heard your voice. You brought me back.
You found your own way back. All you needed was a little help. A little hope.
You've done it. The warrior trials. You have to get this.
With grammar reforged, you will have Odin's blessing to walk, a goddess, into the halls of Helheim and challenge Hela as an equal.
So Dillion was helping me. And the sword will lead me to him. Like when we first met.
Ja! Jetzt können wir Hela voll auf die Fresse hauen nach dem ganzen Scheiß, den wir gerade durchmachen mussten. Um das Brotmesser zu kriegen. Die sind schneller. Geronimo!
They've taken his soul. To these gods you cannot pray. They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through his darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats our heart. You fought for love unspoilt. By your darkness within. You fought for your dreams. Now there's no way to win. In the head of his corpse lies the seat of his soul. So must carry his vessel to bring him back